Transplanting your pepper seedlings can be very tricky, but if you want to grow a lot of peppers like what I grew last year, please sit back, relax, and I'll show you how. If your seedlings look like this when you take them out of the cell, this is the exact moment you should be transplanting. And most people either do it too early or too late. In this video, I'm going to show you how to read the roots, how to transplant without shock, and what to do next so your plant keeps growing and not stalling. These roots are healthy, they're circling, and they're asking for more space. But if you don't transplant them right away, you can actually set the plant back weeks. Stay with me and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Notice the white roots? That tells me the plant is healthy. See how they're starting to wrap around? That's a sign the cell is full. This plant isn't root bound yet, but it's ready. This is sweet spot. This alone builds trust. In this series, I'll also show you what happens after transplanting, how I water, when I feed. Hey there everyone, welcome back to my DW garden. In today's video, I'll be talking to you about transplanting peppers. What is transplanting? You know, the process of growing peppers takes a lot of hard work, passion, drive, determination, and consistency. So transplanting your peppers require you to move them on to larger pots. Transplanting is the process of moving a young plant from where it started growing to a new, larger, or permanent place so it can continue to grow strong and healthy. Last year, I had a huge success with transplanting all my peppers. As you can tell, they were all in my living room, and I'm just hoping for the same thing this year. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I often get questioned, when do I transplant my peppers? The best time to transplant your peppers is when they have several true leaves and the roots are starting to fill the pot, but before they become root bound. I always transplant before the plant struggles. So to break it down, true leaves are the second set of leaves a plant grows, and they show the plant is officially developing in its mature form. The simple explanation is the first leaves that appear are called seed leaves, cotyledons. How to spot a true leaf? They appear after the smooth, round seed leaves. They have jagged or pointed edges. They grow from the center of the plant above the seed leaves. Why true leaves matter? They tell you the plant is strong enough to grow on. This is the best time to transplant. The plant can now photosynthesize properly, and then that's where roots start growing faster. Once my pepper seedlings have true leaves, that's my sign they're ready to be potted on into bigger containers. So potting on requires a few things. You definitely need to have larger containers. Invest in some plastic ones. Invest in a glove. Plastic glove, disposable, is just as good. You will need your labels, your Sharpie to make sure that you label the pots correctly, a container, a massive container or a big container to mix your potting soil. And your potting soil will definitely be one that is ready to have enough nutrients when you plant your peppers for potting on. This is what I use to transplant my peppers. It's definitely for seeds, potting on, vegetable containers, and planting out. It's called Jack Magic, and basically it's a natural blend rich in seaweed, full of natural nutrition. And if you don't have the right potting soil, use what you have. Sometimes you just go basic and it turns out just as good. Trust me on that one. These are containers that I used last year. I'm just putting some bleach and dishwashing liquid and I give them a good wash. Just dry them off. So once I finish washing those containers, now it's time to get ready to do the transplanting. So I have a bucket that I put some potting soil and some vermiculite, and I'm testing to make sure that it doesn't need more water, but I'm just adding a bit of rainwater to moisten the soil, and I'm ensuring that it's not oversaturated. Here I am putting some of the soil in a little container, and I'm using my finger to ensure that it's compact, and I go around the sides and I make like a hole in the center, and that's where I'm going to drop the pepper. To do when you're transplanting your seedlings is to make sure that the soil is fully moist and not dry. Removing the pepper plants from the cell can be tricky, so you have to do it gently by using your two fingers, holding it and taking out. So this was a success. So look at this. This looks really good and ready to be transplanted. The roots are healthy. It's going around. It's not showing any form of stress. It is just perfect. This is okay to add in here. Make sure. I'm just going to put that right in. That sits in, so see that, and then go around the sides and fill that in, and that's ready. So I'm gonna do the rest, and you can see how I get on. All right, this is a tip for anyone who has planted their seedlings in the small cells, and sometimes the seedlings take a bit longer to grow, but they're not ready to go into the bigger container, so you may have to transfer them into a larger cell, and that's what I am going to do with these ones. And basically what it is that the cells are larger and wider, and I can get one or two in each cell, and they will grow much better. So if you happen to find yourself in this position, don't be afraid to just use the same cell instead of using a container or a little pot, because pepper seeds don't like to grow in too much soil or in a bigger container. You know what I find as well when I'm transplanting is just to put, because it's just to put a little bit at the bottom, not too much. You know, if it's a smaller plant, then that's where you put enough in there, make the indentation at the top. But with this, I'm just going to put a little bit at the bottom, because if you look at this, it's already set off the pot. Then once I put this in, then I can always go around and fill up the sides. So exactly what works for you. So I find that this works for me, and it's the same thing with this, because they already in a root block. What it's called, I think a block. I can't remember what block, but yeah. So if it already has enough soil at the bottom, you won't need to put too much in the container. Just bear that in mind, okay? So this is the result of potting on from a smaller tray in a smaller cells to a bigger cell. When you have over 100 pepper plants to transplant, it can be a lot of work, but it's something that I enjoy. So once you finish doing all your potting and transplanting, you need to give them a little bit of water to ensure that they don't get that shock without, having something to drink. So what I normally do is just put a little tip of the nitrogen feed in the water, and then give them some bottom feed, because that still ensure that they are fed, and this will help them to be better. Usually what happens is that pepper plants are very resilient. They can sustain a transplant, and as long as you look after them. So that's it. The transplanting is done. They've had a good drink of water, and now these peppers are officially in their new home. Right now, they're settled under the grow lights, nice and bright, and sitting on the heated mat, nice and warm, exactly where they need to be at this stage. This is the part I really love. When you know you've given them the best possible start, and now it's just about watching them grow. Over the next few days, I'll be keeping an eye on them, not disturbing them too much, just letting those roots stretched out in the fresh soil recover from the move and start getting comfortable in their space. This is where the magic really happens. From here, the next step will be hardening them off, slowly introducing them to the outside world a little bit at a time. So when they go outdoors, they're strong, confident, and ready to handle it. If you're going along with me, this is where patience really pays off. You don't rush this part, you let the plant tell you when it's ready. Thank you so much for staying with me through this transplanting process. In the next video, I'll be talking all about containers, choosing the right size, the right material, and how the choice can make a huge difference to your pepper plants. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notifications, and come back with me for the next step in the journey. I can't wait to watch these grow with you. I'm so in love with you. You know what we could sing?